Hey, you know what? I think inside our minds we all have sometimes lovely thoughts, pretty ideas, pretty good ideas, things of lots of fancy, you might say, but thoughts that are of a higher nature, that are good, things that are encouraging, loving, stuff like that. And you might need to make sure that you tend to these thoughts so that they'll flourish. These good thoughts that belong in your mind, the ones that make you be a better person. But you know what I'm thinking? I saw this documentary, and it was about all these wonderful birds on this island, and they flourished. But then some rube leaves a snake out there, and it didn't belong. And snakes do belong on Earth, just like any other animal, but they didn't belong there. And they just destroyed every bird on that island. And now it's overrun with insects, and it's just a horrid place. What was once an awesome place, because everything got unbalanced. Well, that's how again it is when you have all these wonderful good thoughts in your mind. You might have these negative thoughts that are actually not bad. Just because something is negative doesn't mean it's bad. Sometimes you need to know when to be afraid, for example, but you don't want that to take over. Sometimes you need to know when to have courage and fight for a thing, maybe, or you need to know that something's bad and to be warned. So, yeah, bad thoughts can belong. They protect you sometimes, but they're not supposed to take over. They're not supposed to be misplaced. And if you allow that to happen, then all these good things, self-esteem, self-worth, or loving thoughts, or creativity, all these things can get just mushed down if you let that loose in there, because they'll say you're not good enough, your ideas aren't good enough, that you need to be afraid of anything that's outside your little realm of your little world here. And pretty soon, what could be a really awesome place, turns into being a dark and not so good place, and you miss something. We let fear get a hold of these good ideas or these good things. The next thing you know, you're not productive. You haven't done what you needed to do, and you get regretful. And you get like me, older, and then you got stuff you regret because you let the snake loose in the garden. Anyway, this is my thought for today. Try really hard to keep the not so good stuff where it belongs and let these good things flourish. I believe if you're watching this right now that you have some really good ideas, or you've got some wishes or fantasies or thoughts of a higher nature, maybe a spiritual nature either, that need to be let loose, explored, fed. You need to feed those higher things. You need to nurture those higher things. And then you might find out that you got something going on there that can flourish and be even better. That's it for today.